gaming bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. It's been a little bit of a break since we had our first game of today, where North Academy managed to take things 2-0 versus the Diffuse Kids. Now we have our first game for Impossible, a team that I really don't know too much about, if I'm honest. I've seen them in sort of a couple of teams. Members who Brecker played a little bit for Spirit and Team YP, but really I'm not too sure what to expect from this lineup up against Imperial, a team who, well, absolutely destroyed Diffuse Kids yesterday. Went to 4-3 maps against North, eventually losing. And to be honest, the way that they've got the maps going, I'm not feeling too confident for Impossible. In fact, I think that their name may be their nature, or their chance to win, in fact, because at the moment, they're up on a map, not only that we know that Imperial are very, very good at, but they feel confident on, and is also not their choice. I can briefly bring up the maps for you on the screen. As we can see, first pick goes the way of Impossible as they choose Mirage. Second will be Inferno, which has actually been a very good map as of recent for Imperial. And then the final will be Train, which not their strongest of maps, but again, I'm not really expecting it to get that far, unless, of course, we can see something decent from Impossible. And again, I don't really know too much about them, so to say that would be a little bit absent of me. Either way, we are going to be going into the pistol round. It looks like Impossible have got themselves that CT side. And we now wait and see, well, first of all, who's going to take that all-trusty pistol. Fact is, though, Imperial yesterday versus Diffuse Kids actually showed a very, very strong T side and started things off amazingly well. But just earlier in the day as well, they'd played a pretty poor CT side on this map, where they force-bought themselves out of the game and had some questionable decisions, to say the least. We'll see which Imperial turns up today. We've already got Schmeda investing into utility. Same can be said for Akimov as well. And actually got a kit as well onto Cracker, so they've gone quite heavy on the utility, considering it is the pistol round. They're going to take some early aggression over towards this B site. Dreamer, in fact, going to be looking straight for that first kill. Meantime, we have a little bit of a push coming out from Sviat. Oh, that name's a little bit complicated to say. Sviat? I think that's correct. I hope it is. Otherwise, someone can correct me if they know a better pronunciation. A little bit of a sort of... I like this. They're using the height of the ledge to give themselves a little bit of elevation so they can both look in the same direction at the same time and just hold for that aggression. Now, they have spotted out a player in B-Apps at the moment. Breather side. Dreamer's just going to stay patient. Still a minute left on the clock. Not over-committing at this point in time. Bomb about to be picked up, and we should be able to graft their decision a little bit better. Pushing way through app, so it is likely to be a B hit, although they could quickly rotate through the underpass if necessary. It will be led by Dreamer, looking for this first kill. Nice flash out, though. Plaz able to get one, actually gets the second as well as he looks to fade away and manages to do it as well. Decent start already for Impossible. Nade out, will take down one, and Bubbles managed to trade things back into an even scenario as Spy Leader continues forward, already finding one more. Now Bubble looking to retreat back, but he will fall to Sviat, and the bomb plant is be attempting to come in. It will be back down to a 2 versus 1, as Sviat now the only one left alive. Bomb is going to be planted, but he only has 3 HP. So we need to continue with these headshots. Spy Leader falling back into the safety of the market. He has the bomb planted for there as well, so it should be quite a difficult scenario for Sviat to get out of. Know that there is a kit in play. Whether he can pick it up or not is a different thing altogether, and unfortunately, he'll check the wrong angle. Spy Leader playing that very well, getting himself 3 kills in the pistol round. And although it started pretty bleak, in fact, after the heroics of Plazinio, see the pistol go the way of the Bulgarians. investment will be in from the CT side, although only a Deagle bought up by Plaz, so it may mean that he's actually going to look to save for an AWP. 1400 even with the Deagle bought up means it's not too bad an investment at all, pretty much as if he wouldn't have bought into this next round. Spy leader looking for the kill. We'll find it onto Akimov as well. The aggression not paying off. They've actually got quite a few players actually peeking middle at the moment. The B site is completely open, in fact. Hey, Madsko, how's it going? Mid control going to be challenged. CT side actually doing a reasonable amount of damage as of now. Sviat looking to do more with the 5-7. Bubble going to go down as well, bringing it back to a 2 versus 2, and a rifle should be picked up for Krekker. Or no, sorry, for Sviat, who actually gets the kill himself. Krekker may be able to find one in middle. Dreamer going to be attempting to take the bomb away, and they will be able to just fade in onto the B side. They eventually realize it is clear, but actually, Krekker with a long-range CZ shot. Be able to find something. Spy leader. Now left alone. His opponent, just as low as he is, it's going to come down to the peak, and Spy leader again has to clutch things out. I'm a very good cat. Meow. Thank you, Franklin, and thank you, Madsko. Yeah, you're chilling. I'm melting. I'm absolutely boiling in here, because I feel like it'd be a little bit rude to all my neighbors if I had the window open. Also, people walking past probably think I'm insane, so I've had to close it. And it means that my room has basically turned into a sauna. My PC obviously being like the hot rocks that you place. Does it create... Well, I hope it doesn't create smoke. That would be a little bit worrying, but I think I'm going to lose weight doing this cast. A lot of damage done by the Mac-10, that is a flawless round coming out from the T side. Mac-10's able to make them a decent amount of cash. Now, I wonder if they'll keep any of them in play, because there's unlikely to be too much head armor over on that CT side. It means the Mac-10s will be one shot to the face, so not really any reason to do that. And Bubble with the counter BM. Love it. It's like, oh, you want to laugh at us? You want to laugh at us? Who's laughing now? 3-0. As said, 3 players without head armor. Mac-10s can still do damage. He's actually have enough to buy into the next round anyway, so it's not too much of a problem if they do lose this round. They haven't really fully invested into this at all. Yeah, no, my little cousin has a pollen allergy and it sucks. Sucks. Guessing you have to have like all the tablets and stuff as well, which aren't great. Not a fan of those. East side. Be looking to take control not only of Palace but also ramp. Now there's a quick rotation able from Sviat as well. So he'll be able to get there, but it will still be a 3-on-5 on the site. And with the Mac-10s just running riot, this could be problematic. Krekker could be waiting. Flashbang will leave him a little bit unaware, and that's an instant headshot entry from Bubble. Looks for the second, but he won't get it, but it doesn't matter because Dream is so quick to trade. And as said, the Mac-10s are just going to go running around. Already, Schmetter making his way into jungle. However, they do know he's here, so he shouldn't be able to get anything done. Will be instant shutdown. Spy leader still with a Mac-10 in play. Won't be able to do too much. Not really in the best position, and he's been the man to clutch out these last 2 rounds. No kits on the remaining players, however. Means they have to move quickly. Dreamer going to be holding, spots one, but actually goes straight down. The Mac-10 of Spy Leader actually going to fall as well, and they think the remaining players actually over on the other side in that mid position. You'll find one, but Victor can't do anything more, but it's not going to matter. They don't have a kit. They've wasted enough time. That will be the bomb going off. He got hay fever as well. Jesus. P-side. Using time to their advantage. Well, I wonder if the CTs will actually be tempted to force into this one, because they did so much damage in the last round. Killing every single player. They know that the Mac-10s sort of show that Imperial weren't really investing too much. But no, they're actually going to save. Keep their money. Make sure they can buy in the next round and give Plaz a chance to save them in this one. 3 members already towards this A site. Dreamer just waiting to see if there's any aggression over towards B, but in fact, it seems like Impossible prefer going heavier over towards this A site. Oh, that's even worse. Fasting plus the hay fever means you can't take the tablets. I didn't know that you couldn't take tablets. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit ignorant. Yeah, and then, yeah, at night time, it kind of takes away the point. CT side have been baited into a full rotation, however, just by one man. A little bit of a mistake, but you have to go for gambles in these sort of rounds when you don't have too much to invest. Retaking A is also a hell of a lot easier, so we'll see if they can do it. Still, rifle picked up for Sviat. One of their guns, however, has been lost in the meantime. They're expecting some sort of push into middle. Not coming. Every single player, in fact, either on site or towards CT. Looking for some. They're all coming in for similar angles, though. The peek out from Spyleader actually going to give away his position. He'll go down to the pistols, bringing it back into a 2 versus 1 even, or 2 versus 4 it was. Now only 1 left, and they've actually shut this down, but I don't think they have time again. This is just brutal for this CT side. They're doing all of the damage, but that's 2 rounds in a row with no kid that they're actually going to lose. Painful stuff. But again, they're making things very costly for Imperial. Not going to stop them from buying. And all that money saved up gives Impossible potentially a couple of rounds where they can actually buy just off the back of it. Loss bonus will be up behind them as well. It's still 5 rounds already for Imperial. Still. Full buy now. 3 AKs saved from the previous round. The AWP as well. So you can look, even though they've lost, they're actually building up a decent amount of cash. He's sneaky beaky, but it's not going to work at all, though. Actually, as I say that, braids galore. They bring it back to a 3 versus 3. Bomb going to be planted in D4, which doesn't really help them in terms of their positions at the moment. Long rotation coming out from Bubble to try and make his way in from behind. Don't want to make too much noise from this point onwards. But the flank could be absolutely perfect. I don't know how much they're going to expect this. Already. Akimov going to find 1. But again, it's all on this flank. 1 player also going to be in Palace. Smoke going to go onto the bomb, but Bubble's position is aware, and that's a nice cleanup from Impossible. This time, no problem defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
9 out of 12. I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about hay fever, but that sounds like an awfully high number. Tease. They finally get taken down, and because of that, the money's going to be booming over on Impossible's side. 5-1. They haven't actually looked bad, considering that the rounds are stacked in the favor of the Bulgarians. You have to remember, they've actually killed every single person on their team 2 rounds in a row, or 3. Victor. Waiting patiently. A little bit of damage done onto Inns. They've actually gone for a double AWP setup in this round. 2 Galils will come in on the T side as all of their money is gone now. If they lose this one, they'll be reset and Impossible have a chance to get rolling. It's unusual to see 5 rounds in a row and the chance for a reset coming so quickly, especially having all that money on the CT side. That is intriguing. T side this time looking to try and take over middle. Again, it's just going to be a quick trade. 1 for 1. Inns for Bubble. Viat just going to be playing patiently, but it looks like Spyleader. He's going to check this angle and he's going to win the duel again. Very quick to turn back, and Victor actually going to go down in that mid position as well. Schmeta, nice shot. Will catch one. Knows the second is in Palace. He has the bomb. Has to be very careful, but, well, maybe not. Finds himself a first couple. Actually going to look to plant. Okay, Schmeta, come on. There we go. For short. Which is good in terms of his teammate, but also helps out Akimov quite a bit. Now, will he suspect? He should know exactly where Dream is going to be sitting. Just based off a gamble. And that smoke is very clever. Flashbang going to go out. AK pickup going to be interesting. And after hearing the defuse, now Dreamer has to go. He's actually not going to be going. It should be a defusal. Already just holds it down. Smart stuff from Akimov. And that will be the round. But look how close all of these have been. The winners seemingly losing every single player. No surprise the T-side will be forcing into this one. They know that if they win this, they can reset that CT economy once again. Sviat with a little bit of extra cash. Inns as well with 1,100. But it won't help them if they lose this. The T's are going to come back at them. As said, though, they don't have too much money themselves. Who are you supporting? I'm not supporting anyone, if that was aimed at me. I think it'd be a bit dodgy if I was. He's falling right back this time. Still a double up setup in for the CT side. They're not actually going for anything too aggressive at all. Plaz peeking into middle with his AWP. Going for a timing shot likely. Ooh, very, very close to hitting that as well. Said they are going to lose mid control once again. Smokes. Blocking off almost every avenue. Fire leader going to go pushing. Cracker. He's going to be able to find one. Missed shot from Inns could make things a little bit more interesting. Nade. Not actually going to connect onto any of the players. At the moment at least though. Impossible aren't looking too bad. Man advantage. Bomb yet to make his way onto the site. Inns. He can get this. Missing the shot though. Needs to line it up, but he can't quite connect. Eventually though, through the wall, he will get himself one. Back to a 3 versus 5. Russian side again, looking in a decent situation. Nade gonna go out. Bubble gonna take some damage. Schmeder trying to sneak in through the smoke. They got players trying to get back in towards middle as well. Peak going to be coming out. Straight down will go Victor. And they're just going to get on this defuse. Try and force these players out of position. There's nothing to be done by the T side. They'll at least deny the defusal for a second. But it will be coming in the end. It's interesting because, yeah, like, if you're asking for who I think will win, Imperial are the team that I would head towards, because I really don't know too much about Impossible, but so far, they've actually looked pretty good. Even the rounds that they were losing, they were killing every single player on the opposing team and just being thwarted by not having a kit. And in the last few rounds, they've actually done very well at these retakes. Yes, the bomb's been going down, but they've been able to just play as a team and catch players off guard. The first picks that have been going their way quite a lot of the time. And now they're even in a position where they can send their opponents to an economic drought. The problem is they have only invested a little bit of money into this one. The pistols will be running and gunning. Looking for this kill will be Cracker. He's not going to be able to deny the bomb plant, so extra money already made for the T's. Fallen back once again, but so far the retakes have been excellent from Impossible. Holding with the AWP. Smoke will go down onto the bomb. They're going to get straight on it. Running and gunning out will come these pistols. They've denied it, at least for now. Bubble's going to get himself another one as well. Bringing things very close. Bubble doing a lot. Actually going to try and run around and denies everything for this T side. Leaving it all onto one. Inns just tapping shots away. But he's got to find himself the bomb and he's not going to be able to do it. This is the third time that they've killed everyone and lost the round. It's got to be heartbreaking for Impossible. Like, if you look at the kills at the moment, they're actually winning. Which is ludicrous. I don't think I've ever casted a game like this. Very, very odd. T-side. That was only a half investment from them, so they'll be able to buy back up. Still means there's a high chance of a reset, but it can be said for either team. I think Bubble saw that. I think he saw the leg of Sviat. Hot Flash gonna go out. Try and leave his opposition blind. Will this actually do damage? That's the question. He knows exactly where he is. Gonna go for the leg shot and just fall back. Take that extra damage, but actually misses the second, and Plazinio will catch him. I would say Mirage is CT, but only slightly. I'd say maybe 9-6. Fire leader. Be opening up. Schmeder gets another for himself. They finally trade that kill that came in earlier. And go for the peek as well. Plaz just holding the angle, but he still can't hit the shot. Spy Leader using that peek as advantage to get himself a kill. Decent position for Victor, and he's just going to leave his teammate isolated in a nice control. He knows that Inns was there. And now, after what was a lot of close rounds coming in for Impossible, they're going to have to probably eco this one. See, again, Imperial are a team where I'd say they're probably around that tier 3 marker. Tier 2 at a push. But again, we've never really seen too much from them on LAN. We got to see them at the Nvidia tournament, but they never really looked too good. Mostly good at sort of online tournaments, and a lot of that came down to the fact that we can never see Dreamer at events because of his backban. So we never really know the sort of potential that this team has. Always been very good at upsetting, and when it comes to like lower level teams, they can dominate, but it always seems to be when they come up against someone of their level, sometimes they make lots of mistakes. Either way, 8-3. Scoreline looks very, very strong for Imperial, but I don't think it's been quite as dominant as it may suggest. Hello, Splooby. Where's your brother, Sploob? That's the question I have. I still don't believe that you two don't know each other. It's too much of a coincidence. CTs will actually be able to buy into this round after the pistols that came into the last. AWP back onto Plaz. Gonna be spotting anything out. You have to remember this is also the map pick of Impossible. Hello, Gotta. I'm gonna go with Gotta or G-Hot-Da. Very limited utility currently in for this CT side. Akimov. Waiting over towards B. He is alone. Now, this has been something that's quite common for the CT side at the moment. Leaving him isolated, and while not going to be very quick rotations, Plaz actually just going to be looking in towards mid. They're going to allow them to have the B side and just play the retake. They actually find Victor in Palace as well, who's been the lurker for the team. Plaz going to go for the peek as well. Boosted up. I don't think he spotted Schmeta, and Spy Leader. He's going to be waiting for anybody to come around the corner. Out. Yeah, able to trade the kill effectively, still giving them a man advantage and leaving it all onto Bubble. Flashbang going to be going out. Fuse already coming in. He has to run in, looking for the shot and can't quite find it. Now there isn't a kit, so he's been given extra time to actually deny, and I think that's caught him off. Oh, okay, thank God. I thought it was about to happen again, but it doesn't. Double AWPs will be saved. Team-ace as well for Impossible. But the money's going to be good enough for Imperial to buy back once again. 8-4. If they can get it to 8-7, Impossible have a chance on the T side. Individually, they have looked very good, and some of the retakes that they've gone for have worked out. The question there is, if Bubble hits that shot, do they lose another round by defusal? I think they would have. I would quite like to see what would happen if a Bulgarian Dream Team was made. I think Cirque, isn't he like 17? Nutty. And Bubble's never really been a dedicated AWPer. He always seems to drop it a lot, so we'll see. Maybe one day. Akimov. Starting things off. First kill onto Dreamer. Don't know how Sviat has managed to get there without anybody spotting him. Gonna be 2 simple kills coming out from the CT side, and the 8-7 looking more and more likely by the second. Flawless round from the CTs, not losing a single player. I expect the buy still to be in for this T side though, as Spy Leader can be dropped by Victor. I doubt we'll have an AWP. It's not really needed at the moment. As said, they're not really a team that dedicates themselves to it at all. And on a map like Mirage, it's quite intriguing that they don't bring it in, because it is such a powerful weapon. Especially in terms of that mid-control. We can see that the CT side have opted for 2 of them. Plaz. He'll be spotting out towards middle, but hasn't seen anybody, and I don't think he will know. Well, he won't know the Victor's Cross, but he has to try and assume that somebody has taken that position. T's just playing a default, though. Spread out across the map. Patience is the key. Waiting for somebody to make a mistake, but after the T's don't spot anything early on, it's going to be the push out. Victor, will he get this first pick? Looks like he will. Goes down to just 23 HP. The AWP tags him, but it's not anything to do. Already we're going to just see trades across the board. Back to a 3 versus 2. Throwing away this early advantage will be Imperial. And with the 2 AWPs who've been doing very well so far, not really holding my breath with them. They're going to go for the same plant we've seen almost every single round that they played on A. Still not quite the wallbang scenario available. As Flashbang almost hits his opponent, he's going to win the duel, leaving it all onto Dreamer. 1 versus 3. Spots out the shot, hits the first and the second as well. He knows where the final player is, but he's so low on HP, only 22. Him versus the AWP. Actually just going to go sit right next to the bomb, trying to bait out his opponent's position, and that's so smart from Dreamer. Another clutch will come in for Imperial as they take themselves 9-5. But they will still have to fight up against Dubai in the next. Aggressive push coming out. Bubble caught with his pants down. Dead within seconds. No trade in sight. Sviat actually just going to sit on the other side of the smoke, and Dreamer just going to go pushing straight into his crosshair. How is he still alive? Sviat just running riot at the moment. He doesn't realize he's actually walked past someone. And I don't think Spy Leader realizes either, but it's not going to matter because they found both entries. Victor doing the work over towards A as every single player now sits on B. They're going to have to play from the retake once again, and this time there's been plenty of time to set up these positions. Again. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Why would you plant for short? Just foolish decision making. Imperial, that's the one spot you don't have cleared. It's not smoked. Why is that the position you choose? You have players in CT. You have a player on ramp. That's the plant you should be going for. That's just a silly mistake. Victor in a 1 versus 2. Already getting himself 2 kills. He's managed to retrieve the bomb. Be able to plant for CT as well. Just going to try and bait in the push, but CT side just going to be waiting for that plant. They'll take it together. Sviat already low, but they both have incendiaries. A kit will still sit. He's going to be able to get this first kill easily. Spots the second as well, and very close to another clutch. But it will be 9-6. And Impossible at least get themselves a few. I feel bad for them, if I'm honest. Some of these rounds have been so ludicrously close. One player in the last as they lose a 1 versus 3. Here they kill every single member of the opposing team and lose to the bomb. Could have been a complete reversal in scoreline. We'll see if they can pull things forward on the T side. As said, Imperials the other day, we saw them make massive mistakes when they were playing against North on this map. Force buy after force buy, taking themselves out of the match. Props have to go to North as well for capitalizing. Mistakes can only become apparent if somebody takes advantage of them. Unless, of course, you kill yourself, in which case it's very obvious if you've made a mistake. Take Summit, for example. T-side. Plenty invested into utility once again. Gonna have a couple of smokes, some flashbangs as well. Look at Spy Leader. This is just sheer aggression. He's going to spot out one. Get the kill. Bomb's already been spotted. And look at this further push coming out from Victor. He's going to get one as well. Dreamer. He's just going to play patient. The rest of the T's, they've now slowed things down. How old are you? Well, I'm going to be able to see if you listen to a certain artist. Because my age is... I don't know about you, but I'm feeling... See, now, if you know the answer to that song, that means you listen to Taylor Swift. But do you want to admit it? That's the question. I love answering that question that way. It's only going to work for a few more months. Oh, Burnt Bridges doesn't know the answer. I don't believe him. Stone Cold Jane Austen. That may be my favorite name I think I've ever seen on Twitch. Also answering with a meme. 32. How old do you think I am? Yes, the answer was 22. Sviat. Gonna be able to find one more, bring it into a 2 versus 2 scenario. Again, planting for short. They've left the smoke there, so it seemed like they thought it was clear. Instead, they've only got 9 seconds to play with. Got to get this kill so quickly and then run back to the side. It doesn't matter now. It won't matter either way. Schmeder gonna take the head clean off. That is true. Can't believe I'm not Irish. 27. What are all these get? The answer is 22. 12. Like, it's bad enough that I'm bald at 22 years old. If I was bald at 12, I think I'd need to go see a doctor. Or somebody's just attacked me with a lawnmower. Either way, CT side. Find themselves that pistol round, making things more difficult. That's both pistols going their way now, and that normally converts into a 6th round bonus. Nice shot from Plaz, looking for a little bit more over towards that window position. Sviat spamming away. If he wins this duel, Schmeder, what are you doing? You had a FAMAS there. Yeah, he wants the HP because he wants to know how badly he screwed up in that situation. Either way, he will get finished off towards the end. 11 to 6. Conversion. Definitely going to be happening. Unless, of course, we can see a Glock win out from Impossible. MP9 in play. Looking to make that dollar bill. Be a straight mid push. Bubble going to be spotting everybody out. He only has a Tech 9 to play with. Spy leader. Here comes the cash. He farms up 3. $1,800 into his bank account. Not a single player lost. Bubble should be buying up the AWP in this next round. Now they're only 4 rounds from taking not only the first map, but their opponent's map pick as well. Of course, map number 2 is going to be Inferno. As said, not really seen too much from the Russian side, so... Meta already going to be finding that first pick. UMP as well, so extra money made. I love bacon as well. But right now, the only bacon thing I want to be eating is maybe bacon-flavored ice cream because I am melting. I think that's actually a thing, worryingly. B-side looking to try and break something back in this situation. Aggressive position being held by Victor. Now, we see him hold this spot a lot, and it barely ever comes about that somebody pushes in later. Well, Starladder aren't going to read it, but I will. But yeah, looking to check the angle. There's no way he's going to be checking the sofa position. The Victor will give them a 2-man advantage. Boost going to be coming in. They're actually going to wrap back around. Well, at least with the bomb towards A. Window boost will be there. You melt because you're hot. Actually, don't most things that melt, they're cold, aren't they? That's why they melt. That may be cheese. You can melt cheese. Plaz looking for the kill. We'll be able to find it. Actually, Molotov onto where Victor's position is. They've got 20 seconds and a lot of angles to clear. And they need to find a safe plant spot for the bomb. This is mainly for ramp, but can give them presence over towards jungle if they're able to take it as well. Already Dreamer going to be adding 1 to the death toll. Wrecker going to be the last one left alive, trying to hold on to things. Sprays down one, but he can't quite convert onto Dreamer either. So it will be another for Imperial. 13th, but the bomb being planted should give a buy of sorts over towards his T side. Whether they fully invest or just save a little bit to make sure they have all the utility, that's another question. But they are going to just go for broke. Can melt almost anything at the right temperature. That is true, but that you don't normally melt something that starts hot. That seems a bit weird. Bubble with the pick over towards mid, already making things look awful in this situation for Impossible. Dreamer looking for further aggression. EBS, I only say things that are true. And we all know that you're beautiful. Aw, aren't I sweet? Leader actually going to pick up the AWP. Possibly because he doesn't want opposition to pick it up. Or maybe he's just trying to take that primary role. Akimov now the only one left alive. Trying to spot out so many angles. He doesn't know there's a player actually on site. Leader will miss the shot, but look at Sneaky Beaky, Mr. Schmeder. 14-6. Now the T sort of have a problem because they didn't get the bomb down in this round and their money isn't going to be in a great situation. They either have to force buy here, half buy and hope that they can get something done and invest in the next round, or just save. And they're going to go for the half. I think this is the right call. Either they win the round and they get themselves enough money to buy, or they get the 3,400 from the loss bonus. So not too much of a problem either way. Yep. That is a dreadful pun. Can't believe I'm not Irish. That is awful. That's why I left it. Possible. Pushing in, running through the Molotov. The last-ditch effort looking bleak. They get shut down. Precker will be able to get one. Trying to go running and gunning, but as he switches over, he loses his life, leaving his two players over towards ramp. One loss. Plaz able to show a little bit of style with this Deagle, but he can't get all three. And there was another player as well after that. 15-6. They will get a final buy. They have to win 9 rounds in a row just to survive. Yeah, I was wondering if that was auto switch. Only he will know. B-side going for mid control. No real challenge in this situation. Only Dreamer. Gonna fall back. They're good at trade. They're not bad at it, but I'm pretty sure map number 2 is Inferno, so we may not even get that far. They didn't do great against North Academy, but North Academy are very good at trade, so it's kind of difficult to tell. Against Diffuse Kids, I think they absolutely destroyed them, so it's sort of 50-50. It depends what Imperial turns up, to be honest. If they get rolling like this, they're very difficult to take down. Victor finds the first kill, but it's only going to be trades, giving the CT side big advantage already. Bomb dropped as well onto short. It's just going to make things so difficult. They don't have a crossfire onto it as of yet. The smoke will be going down, but it's actually the player in ladder room that they need to worry about. Interesting that they didn't think about this, especially pushing forward. That's just silly. Your teammate has just died from ladder room. Why are you not checking ladder room? Schmeder now holding. In's the only one left alive. And that will be the cleanup. 16-6. Dominating performance. Although the start seemed like it was going to go pretty close. Now, we have to try and come back on map number 2, which will be Inferno. And I'm going to go for a break, because I need to open my window. Either way, guys, if you did enjoy the cast, don't forget you can always check me out on Twitter by typing !caster. And after the break even, we'll be bringing you map number 2.